Hey everybody, Mike Pfeiffer with Pfeiffer Hobby Supply. Today I'm going to do the ACT4 Update 4 and just another very short video keeping you in touch with what's happening so far, and here we go. Okay, as you can see, all of the remnants of the layout are out of here. You can see that I have all the toolboxes on the one end of the garage. Another thing you may be able to notice or see here, I'll point it out to you, is that I have my compressor moved back over to this corner. The cabinet that used to hang on the end of the layout room is now hanging in the corner there, and it's up there sturdy. And you can see that I was smart enough, God knows I don't know how that happened, I was smart enough to put the cabinet down far enough to be able to put my ramps on top of the cabinet. Got my dusters on the side of the cabinet. I don't know if they'll stay there, but that's where they are right now. And I'll tell you why. The room in the back, or the little shed in the back that we're going to tear down, it has a lot of pegboard in it, and I think I may have said this, but I'm going to start some pegboard just on the outside of where that hole in the wall is from when the roof came down on the train room. The pegboard's going to go all the way to the ceiling, all the way down to the top edge of the cabinet, make a little jog out at the cabinet, come down to the 4-foot level, and go across, and then go up. And 6 foot puts me just beyond where the roof line used to be, or the face that came down inside the train room there. So that wall right there that part of it will all be pegboard. The rest of the project for today is to get down all the trains and train pictures that remain and the items up there on top. And they will come down, they will go in a box, and they will go to storage. I'm still not exactly sure what I'm going to do with that space where that foam is exactly yet. But anyway, all the stuff that's in here, I had to make 2 pickup loads of trash to the dump. My neighbor took a little bit of stuff. I pulled 1,000,000 nails out of 2x4s and saved them behind the shed in the back for construction of the new bench work, possibly. Another thing I will say is, you can see that I have scraped the caulking off the floor here. You can still see remnants of the paint and stuff, but the caulking is basically all gone. Maybe there might be a little bit over here. But this is mostly paint. I'm going to try and scrub that off of there eventually. I've started to peel it off of the wall here, and I don't really care how this wall turns out. But you can see I've got to go from there on up to the ceiling. That is a barn bug sprayer. Got that from the Farm and Ranch Supply. While it works well to keep mosquitoes down, it leaves spots of crap all over the cars. So that's going bye-bye. That shelf up there is going bye-bye. That will go also down to the storage. And I will put some other shelving up there to put junk on instead of that. I'll put that in the new train room likely. So any of this train related stuff here is going to go to the storage unit. There is a hook there that had a red light on it. In fact, that red light down there on the floor, that is not railroad related. That is a city kerosene light that they used to sit out on the road when they hadn't completed road work. They used to fill them with kerosene and put them out on the roads as caution lights. You can see that I have my creeper in there, and behind the creeper happens to be the plug, the electric plug. It worked out perfectly. If I back up here, you can see that the 3 light fixtures that remained are now on the same switch as well, that one's turns on at the workbench, but all of the rest of the lights they're all connected together. So all of them come on when I turn the light on. That was kind of a chore because the wire used to come through the wall here up over the door to a switch over here. Then I had the moonlight and the sunset and everything. Those have gone bye-bye. They're not going in the new building. I very rarely ever turned them on, and I don't even know why I turned them on, actually. Now, I have a hanging light here that I use all the time. And on the other side over here, right over here by the end, I am going to put my retracting extension cable reel, that red one that's laying on the floor down there. So I have a lot of stuff that goes up on the wall and so forth. Pretty much this stuff that's sitting along the wall here is probably going to remain there along the wall. In other words, this corner is kind of done except for the pegboard. The pegboard will hold up my air hoses and my water valve turnoffs and all that stuff. Anyway, I'm kind of rambling on. I have a couple of built shelves down here. I don't know if they'll go up or where they'll go up. I have to find a place for my jack stands, and I believe that I'm going to put some shelving up that corner of the wall over there. And if I do, it's going to be track shelving, and it will be heavy enough to hold the jack stands. At least that's the plan. The table saw that was on the end, I think I told you I was moving it over there. The rolling cart that has a bunch of car stuff on it, that stuff will all come out of that cart and go on some shelving over here in this corner somewhere. I may put some in fact, I have a long shelf right here that's not very good. I may put it on that wall up high and put some of that stuff on there as well. I just don't know where things are going to go quite yet. I can't really put anything in this space right about in here, simply because that's where the door of the car will open, and I need to be able to get around it. So, that being said, that's really about where we stand right now. I have a lot of cleanup work to do, and like I say, just odds and ends, filling holes in the roof up there, doing all kinds of stuff. But nevertheless, the only other thing I have to tell you is she's back. So, I know there's going to be a bunch of cars go by and it's going to get ruined, but this fender right here, and you guys probably never really noticed it, but the original Bondo work was starting to come apart right up here at the top edge and was really unsightly. And I asked them if they could fix that and maybe replace that quarter panel. They did not. However, they had to paint the bumper, and they eventually wound up having to take the bumper off. And when they did push it up some. And so the line, the body line that you see looking down the car there is much straighter than it was before. They fixed 2 bubbles right up on the quarter panel, and when they put the bumper back on, the bumper looks much better than it did before in its placement on the car. And the paint matches perfectly. I'm very happy with the job. So, there you go. She's back, and now we can resume doing whatever we do on her. So, really, gang, I think... Oh, one other thing I was able to do. The garage door, first of all, the chain was loose and it was dragging on the door. I've tightened that up so it doesn't drag on the door anymore. The garage door only used to go up about that far, and that was because when this came back, the back edge of the garage would hit the wall. In fact, you can see how much further back the garage door is versus the 2x4 width that was there, plus a piece of plywood on it. Anyway, so now I can open the garage higher. It's not a big deal, but it is nice to be able to do. It functions well. We used to have the wall here, and when we came out and packed, we used to tie both of the dogs. One of them ties with that leash over there that's attached to that wood leg, and we used to attach the other one over here to the wall that used to be here. Well, the wall is no longer here. So what I did is I put this little loop, can you see it? Yeah, little loop there on the garage door. When the garage door is up, we'll be able to attach a leash to that. It will come down and hold the other dog. We can't have them too close to each other because all they do is spend their day being tangled up. But that is about a foot higher than it used to be attached on the wood. So that will be fine. And the leash is not short enough that we would put the garage door up and hang her by it. It's plenty long. Before I keep going on and going on and going on, that's about it, guys. I also wanted to congratulate all of you and I guess myself. I have surpassed 12 million views. It's another milestone, another million. I'd like to keep that going. We're at 21.5 thousand subscribers. I'd like to make it to 100,000 subscribers simply because I'd like to get YouTube to give me their little award. So if you run across anybody, maybe suggest coming and looking at what I do once in a while, I would really appreciate it, along with clicking on our advertisers. But that's about it for today, gang, and I sure appreciate you stopping by. I know it still looks like a trash heap, but I'm getting there. Okay, gang, I'm taking this obviously after I finished the video today, but I got the car back this afternoon and I got more work done than I thought I would in here. So Lisa has her new space. The space is not done. And this is the fender they repaired. And as you can see, they did a good job. There's no Bondo coming off or anything, and you can't really see back here. Yeah, I guess you can. Camera darkened up a little bit. It's dark outside. But anyway, there was a bunch of spider webbing and stuff. Somebody had backed the bumper into something and it was just spider webbed all over the place back here. They took the bumper off and they fixed all of that. And if I back up, you can see that Lisa and the Cadillac now have a house. And the poor old truck gets to sit outside. Anyways, thanks guys for watching, and I still got work to do. I got to paint the wall and put up some shelves and stuff, but I can get the car in now. Thanks for watching. Well, hope you enjoyed the short video today, and as usual guys, thanks for watching.